NOI, net operated income. So what is it? Well, it's your gross rent minus your expenses. That's a simple explanation for it. So let's take a deeper dive than that. Net operating income, also known as NOI. Now, I know I've been through this before, but I wanted to do an example because this still is very misleading for a lot of people, especially realtors that are selling properties. They always seem to give you a different pro forma than the actual numbers. And it's very important that you know the net operating income. So therefore you can work out a valuation. The more units there are, the more critical this is. So with your net operating income, you first need to know your gross income. And this is all the rents that you have for each unit, multiple by 12, because that's the total year, including any parking fees, storage fees, laundry, just any income that comes from this property needs to go as your gross income. So for this example, I'm going to use $30,000. So for $30,000, this also includes a vacancy rate. So you've got your income minus vacancy, 30,000. And then we need to know his expenses. Now your expenses are everything that it costs to run this property. And this is where a lot of the misleading numbers come from, because they'll tell you the property taxes and the water. I've just seen this on a pro forma, and that's basically all we got, because the tenants pay the hydro. Now, you also need to always have on your spreadsheet, always have hydro, because there is going to be some hydro costs. You have to pay the hydro on a unit when it's vacant, and if there's any common areas, you could also have to pay for that. So we always put hydro in, and then it's a question you need to ask. And then we have insurance. This often gets missed as well. And another one that also gets missed is management fees. Now, if you are managing it yourself, you still need to put a pricing for the management fees, because if you're getting a professional appraisal for this, which your bank will probably require, they're going to put in a management fee as well. So by you running your own numbers, you can save yourself a lot of expense by not getting appraisal and the numbers don't work out the same as yours. So management fees are, it depends on your area. It could be 5 to 7% of the gross income. So it could be 5 to 7%. It can be different in each area. It could be up to 10% or it could be a fixed cost. It all depends, but we do a range of 5 to 7%. And then you've got your repairs and maintenance. As much as we don't want to be spending money on repairs and maintenance, it is something you're going to have to do. So you need to have a number for that. So if we just have these numbers, and then we've added all these, you can see there's going to be an extreme difference. So let's just say in this example, these expenses are $10,000. They've said it's $10,000. Then your NOI is equal to $20,000. And again, this does not include your debt service. So your debt service has to come out of that number for you to work out the cash flow. But then when someone talks about a cap rate, which is what banks look at and appraisers look at, it can make a huge difference on the amount of money that you've got in here. So 20,000, so at a cap rate, So you would divide this by 0.06 because that is a 6% cap. And this will give you your value. Now, if we work out these expenses and we find it's another $5,000, this example, then the true NOI would be 15,000. If we use the same cap rate, so what do you think the value is going to be? Well, I've got a calculator here to work it out. So we're going to do 20,000 divided by 0.06, 333,333. So this is what they will be trying to sell you on. This is 333,000. But when you work out the true net operating income, so we're going to go 15,000 divided by 0.06 cap rate, we've actually got a value of 250,000. So this is the price that you should be paying according to the true expenses, not the inflated price of $333,000, which someone would be trying to sell you on. So if you're working out the numbers and the cost, just think of the mortgage difference, the down deposit difference, and the fact that you're going to be bringing a lot less cash flow in with this number. So once you know your numbers, you can prove this and you can go back to the sellers and try and renegotiate the price on the true value of that property when you come from an income approach. So I hope this clarifies it. If you have any more questions or you like the content, please consider subscribing and ask questions in the comments. I'd love to do more videos to help people out.